everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should have a good one on tap here today. It's the Ravens coming in at 4-8, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 11-1. With that, let's hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 14 matchup.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That'll be a gain of 16, and they're going to face a third down. And the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Allen has it, left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And one of the guys to watch out for out of this group is the man on the outside, Keenan Allen.
His versatility, able to play outside the numbers, come back inside to the slot. In any case, you've got to find ways to get him the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Touchdown, San Diego Chargers. And remember, that drive started back at the 2, 98 yards into the end zone to finish with that run.
And what do you think the guy who punts the ball is doing? I mean, when that drive started, he was thinking about, okay, catch it, get rid of it, right? When he was warming up in the net, don't step backwards and create a safety, because he was counting on worst-case scenario. And as the drive went on, he figured...
He turned that net into a hammock.
Exactly. Give me a drink of water and let me just relax.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down now after the incompletion. Allen alone to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another pistol look here. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now San Diego getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a San Diego first down.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing the score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it. Now look at 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Allen has it left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that. And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone, in this compressed area of the field, that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. Oh, the spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. He's completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
That is right.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Amaro's got it, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jace Amaro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. But they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So they're on that play. Offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. 180. Choose the bike. Hey. Catch. Catch. On your strike. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Skate. Undercut. Jack 16. Check it backer. Ready? 180. Bike. 2.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now San Diego getting set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Philly, here we go. Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go. Set. Over. Here we go now. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Watch it now, Barney. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman, down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be rejoicing in the gas lamp in Pacific Beach tonight as the Chargers have won the football game. All right, that winning streak kept